Why does everyone in the Big Ten become Iowa?
Everything evolves to eventually become a crab.
Ryan Day wanted the crab fight.
This team has two claws and it wants to snip at you with them.
He will play like the crab if he feels threatened.
On to the championship week picks. Honestly, a really good slate of games. A couple stuff that I think was affected by this coaching stuff, but we're gonna do our best to just talk about the games. First game was the Big Ten championship, Indiana versus Ohio State. What do we think about this game, guys?
It'll probably be the best game that the Big Ten has offered us all year. I think
Best
this is
Big
going to be a
Ten
really
title.
good game. It's the two best teams in the Big Ten. They don't play each other. We didn't have any weird tiebreakers. They just both won all their games. Like, I'm excited. I really want to see Indiana do it.
Yeah, no, like this is the one time I think where the division change up worked for the best. Like, I mean, we missed there were so many bullshit Big Ten title games in the past decade, and yeah, we finally got a banger. Like, I think Ohio State is terrifying. Like their front seven looked insane against Michigan. Yeah, it's unstoppable force versus immovable object on the offense. Indiana offense, Ohio State defense side of the ball. Caleb Downs is Terminator. I saw someone post a while back about it's so funny how you see when someone Ohio State messes up, they apologize to Caleb Downs before they look to the coaches. It's funny.
God, dude, watching him like run down the I'm talking about last year because we barely watched Ohio State this season, but there was like the notorious toss play that Texas called near the goal line in the CFP last year, and Caleb Downs just fires off the ball, like clearing like 10 yards of space in 0.05 seconds. And, like it was insane, and I'm excited to see that against I mean, literally everyone on the Indiana offense can take a tunnel screen to the house. So I'm really excited to see this matchup again. Now that like, last year's game was definitely like a reassertion of Ohio State's like dominance in the conference, while they were still trying to get to this point. This time Indiana's like, listen, let's see it happen. So they've played tougher games than Ohio State. They've had closer wins than Ohio State's had. So I think they'll be up for this one, but I'm glad this isn't like an elimination game. This is just winning the Big Ten, and I'm excited to see these teams play again.
Yeah, I personally think Indiana. First of all, Indiana is my pick. I think Indiana is the better team personally because when I look at both these teams, it's like defensive lines that can generate pressure. I look at receivers that are very good. Probably Ohio State has a better receiver room, but Indiana's good, very good. The difference to me is the quarterback play. When I look at Julian Sayin, I think he's a little overvalued because I don't think he handles pressure very well in the pocket, and I think he makes mistakes when he gets pressured, which is rare. But I think Indiana will get pressure. I think Ohio State will get pressure on Mendoza, and I know he can handle that. So that to me will be the difference, which is why I think Indiana will win this game. I also think they have a better in-game coach than Ryan Day. I think I would give the nod to Cignetti, and it's in Indianapolis. I think I'm gonna go with Indiana. I picked up against Oregon on the road. They didn't let me down. So that's my pick.
I was gonna let someone else pick first.
All
Yeah,
right,
no one wants
Indiana, give it to me. You convinced me.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, if I go hard overhead, Indiana. Yeah, but
Ohio State. All right, that's fair. That's the rational pick.
I'm going with Ohio State, dude, and I definitely am excited to see this game. But I think because Ohio State hasn't played with their food much at all this season, like the only concerns they've had, like even thinking of like what they went through this year, was how do we capitalize in the red zone every single time that we go? That being said, we go a lot. And now, after the game Bo Jackson had against Michigan, I'm like, oh, they're able to run the ball. They can take some pressure off their quarterback. He can just huck it up to one of three receivers that's really good. I mean, it's not so simple, but I'm gonna
Exactly.
go with the team that beat them last year, even though this is a souped up Indiana. I think about that like, what's the best defense like Indiana's going against? Like Iowa,
Hmm.
Penn State.
Or Oregon. I mean, Oregon.
Oregon
Oh,
is.
that's true. Uh, Kind of mixed results in those ones. Like they pulled away from Oregon and then struggled in Kinnick. So I'm like, I don't know. I feel like this will be a great test, but I think Ohio State's gonna pull it out.
That's fair. I mean, they're number one. This number two.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Jimmy Joe's.
but the picks are 3-1.
Yeah, that is shocking. I thought I'd be the one Indiana
Wow.
pick, but all right.
Hey, no, no. Hey, I admit that it's just going with my heart. Like this is just wish casting.
Yeah.
This is-
Next game, BYU versus Texas Tech. There's two wrinkles in this game. First of all, it's a rematch, and BYU looked very bad playing at Texas Tech last time, so there's that wrinkle. And I'll let everyone do a pick, and I had a kind of a follow-up question on it. But Josh, what do you think of this?
I am thinking that Baron Morton is the key to this game. It should not be necessarily close. I think Texas Tech should dominate BYU's offense, and it shouldn't be a big issue. But if Baron Morton wants to keep doing that scrambling, dambling, rambling man from Grambling again, then he can put the ball in harm's way and give BYU an extra possession here and there. Like have them have better field position one or two times after like a Parker Kingston like punt return. Like there's a chance that their quarterback screws this up. Like there is in any football game, but I think Texas Tech walks away with it. I'm not even that concerned. If they want to be very advanced and dictate the turns of the game and score 24-3 and have that be a blowout, that would be great too. So that they don't run up the score on BYU. That'd be fine. Like I'll take it 24-10. Let's do that.
Yeah, I think Texas Tech gas this one. I think that's half because I think that BYU has just been getting away with it. I don't want to blame them for their schedule. There's only so much they can do with that. But also because I don't know if you guys were watching and saw some fan made song about Bear Backmeyer during the college game day playoff or something.
Oh God.
It caught me off guard so bad yesterday that it just left a bad taste in my mouth. So yeah, I'm going Texas Tech.
Yeah, I'm taking Texas Tech. Since they lost to Arizona State, 7 weeks ago, Texas Tech's defense has just been unreal. And they've been they're doing everything to get Rodriguez to New York for the Heisman ceremony, giving him rushing touchdowns left and right here. But yeah, I'm picking Texas Tech. It's fully based on how well their defense is playing.
Yeah, I think Texas Tech will win. I think we're in agreement on that. Slight wrinkle though. If BYU beat Texas Tech, does the Big 12 just like not make the playoff? Well, they have to, right? The conference champion would have to, but what does that do to the equation if BYU beats Texas Tech?
Sorry, Brock Purdy just ran a touchdown in.
Shut
And,
up.
Oh, I thought I
like
just asked a
levitated
really
for a
good
minute.
question.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, I heard you. I heard you. I heard you.
Yeah, yeah. I think
I think both of them will make it in if BYU wins, even if it's a blowout. Like Texas Tech is 5. What do they drop to? Like 10?
yeah,
Like
be a blowout.
they're in.
God, what would that do to the Notre Dame Miami? It's like that.
That would be interesting.
We're gonna have a 32 team playoff before we know it. Like if we have these like 2-3 years in a row of this.
Yeah, if they didn't literally contractually have to put the Big 12 in, I think if BYU won, they would just remove both of them.
They don't have to.
Really?
Like,
Wait, but oh, well,
Because
continue,
it's just the 5 highest ranked conference champions. No specific conference affiliation is specified in the rules. This is how we have the ACC could easily miss the playoff. like because of this if Duke manages to win. But I'm getting ahead of myself.
Sure, sure.
No, it's relevant. No,
We'll get to that game.
You know what?
But yeah, I mean, I think they're probably both in. I disagree though. I think if it's a blowout and BYU just kicks the dog shit out of Tech, then they might drop them out far enough to miss it. But BYU would be in that case.
Right,
Anything's
right.
possible. I don't know why I gave the committee any credit. I mean, I
Yeah,
liked
that's true.
I liked their decision last year. I thought last year's bracket turned out exactly how it should have in my mind. So who knows? Maybe they'll surprise me. That was the last thing I wanted to say about this game. Jacob Rodriguez goal line touchdown pass. Look out for it. I'm waiting.
nice.
Next game, Duke versus Virginia. I think I know what we're gonna pick, but let's see. Let's go around. What do we think?
I think UVA handles business.
Hmm.
They looked like they were on a mission against Virginia Tech, and I unfortunately don't think it matters at all. But good for them, you know.
The Chandler Morris Masterclass. We have a one-off ACC champion like we did with Pitt a couple years ago, and I don't know. It's good Dukes here. They won enough games to be in. I don't know. God, you really don't think a 7-5 team can sneak into the champion? Like we just talked about the Big Ten having this never happen anymore.
Right. It's
How did this like tiebreaker of the 5, 6, and 2 ACC teams come to this? Like
Because the conference is too big, so they're not playing each
yes.
other.
Yes. But of what I'm curious about, because I with the ACC in particular, the tiebreakers are so we'll say out there that I haven't like looked into this at all pretty much the whole year, that I didn't want to try and figure it out on my own because there's so much fucking bullshit in it. But when I started seeing people last night be like, "Yo, if SMU loses to Cal, then we've got a 7-5 team in the conference." Was it like 3 or 4 weeks ago we were talking about how shameful Duke's loss to UConn was?
Oh yeah,
And here we are, baby. Yeah, I mean,
that wasn't a conference loss.
That wasn't. That was not.
What did Pat Narduzzi say? That game means nothing. It's all about conference games.
I hate that there's a statement, if Cal beats SMU, then Duke makes it to the conference title game. I hate that the butterfly effect of like I don't know. Anyway, I think we're all picking Virginia. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
There's no reason to not pick against them. They've
Like-
gained quite a bit of respect from me. So
Yeah, I like Virginia. I think it's good when bad historic teams turn out good for a year and make the playoff. It would be really funny if Duke wins and the ACC misses the playoff, though, and we get like the Sun Belt champ and the American champ. Sorry, American Athletic Conference. We don't respect Soar the Eagle on this podcast.
Horrible.
next game was Troy at JMU. What are we thinking for this one?
I mean, this is all about JMU. They should win this one handily. It's fine. But I do wonder, say Duke does win the ACC championship. JMU would probably leapfrog them, maybe. Then the next game, we'll talk about another G5 conference race, Tulane at North Texas, with no head coach. How do you treat them? Does JMU surpass them, even though one of them is ranked right now? I think they'll be going for style points. And this Troy team, Troy always has some decent players. Namely, Kamani Vidal is a running back for the Chargers. Is putting in work now. And then I think they played Iowa tough for a half last year, but that's all I can even claim to know about Troy. So we'll see. They're 8-4, good season, conference championship, cute.
Yeah, yeah. I got a little cousin who's a freshman on the team. I don't think he's traveling right now, but I'll put
Oh,
Detroit just symbolically, but like, just for that. But yeah, no, JMU is gonna get it done, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got JMU as well.
Yeah. Next game, North Texas at Tulane. Now, yeah, battle of no coach teams, but I'm very curious to see. I think North Texas is the best G5 team personally, so I'm gonna go with them. I also fucking love their uniforms, so I'm going North Texas.
How can you say that when you live like 40 feet away from their stadium and you've never gone?
That's
It's
true. Yeah,
unbelievable.
I like it
big
on
fan.
TV, inside, warm.
Yeah, I agree with your assessment that North Texas is like overall the best G5 team. They have an opponent. I can't remember which advanced metric it is, but they had a opponent adjusted number one offense in the country before this week. I don't know how that's shaken out after this last weekend. That's fucking hard to do in the G5, man. That's impressive. Mestamaker is really good for a dude who didn't even play high school football. Like their offense is awesome. I think they beat Tulane, and I think that they actually have a chance to beat a like power conference team in the playoff in the first round.
Oh, for sure.
Their offense can
G5
hang.
this G5 group has a puncher's chance to take somebody out in the playoff for sure.
God, that'd be so fucking funny. That would be so funny. Just for that, I'm gonna go with North Texas. North Texas because I saw Tulane play Ole Miss this season and they got worked, and that was a little disappointing. This was before we knew what Ole Miss was gonna be this season. Then I watched Ole Miss play Washington State, really struggle against them, and North Texas blew the doors off of Washington State. So let's go North Texas, Mean Green all the way. Let's get Tim Mestemaker, who, by the way, has the name of a quarterback coach that just like fails upwards. By the way, uh, let's get them into the playoff, and I would love to see their freshman running back against Power Four competition. On broadcast all year this season, there was so much talk about like, wow, this guy he could really do some damage, or we'll see what in the transfer portal where he decides. Like, fuck you, dude. Put on for the fucking city right now in the playoff, and it starts with this game. Let's do it.
Yeah, man. I think yeah, Eric Mars has already said that he was coaching throughout the playoffs, no matter where he went. Like I think that's yeah, no, like I think they've got a shot, definitely. I'm picking North Texas.
Perfect. Next game, Boise State at UNLV. Josh, you've been a Boise State stand this season, haven't you?
No, I didn't know their quarterback last week. I was thinking it was Maddox Madsen, but he hasn't started since November 1st. But now I'm like, oh, okay. It's what is it? Max Cutforth. Uh sure. And he had a solid performance. I was trying to like read up about him and like look up their stats. And I went to the ESPN website, and whenever I clicked on one of the players, it took me to the Southeastern Louisiana State roster.
That's the school that
So
Adam Sandler
this
went through in the water
just for
boy.
that, it would be nice if Boise State went back to back and won the conference. And this was a playoff team. We can't get their stats right on ESPN. Come on, dude. I don't know. Everyone in the G5 is disrespected. It's nothing new. Uh, New Mexico just beat UNLV, and now they're on the outside looking in of the conference title game that UNLV gets to host. So I don't
I
understand.
think it's actually in Boise,
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's a
Oh,
home
never
game.
mind.
which just feels
Or no,
right.
no, it's at UNLV.
Yeah, I thought it was yeah, they're hosting.
Hey, I might be fucking insane. Sorry, boys.
This is like it's not, like, I think it's
I just don't like it. I mean, good for Dan Mullen, I guess, but I don't know. When New Mexico stormed the field and it was like, wow, what a great moment in the turquoise.
oh my
And
god.
it it
Those are
it,
Oh,
so
it didn't not matter. But
correction. It
It
is
is
at
in
Boise
Boise.
State. It is
Get
at
fucked.
Boise State.
ah,
Which
geez,
I
yeah.
will say for Boise's last year in the Mountain West, it just feels right that the Mountain
Yeah,
West Championship is on the blue turf where it's been, what, 95% of the last 20 years?
It's
Yeah.
still sad. I'll give it to Boise then. That home field advantage at this point in the year, like that means something.
returning to the theme of letting the 2010s go. Yeah, I think that's it.
Sorry, but did anyone else have a pick here?
uh, Give me UNLV. Fuck them.
I also, yeah, I'm gonna
Boise's
go you.
abandoning the Mountain West, dude. And
I think it's
UNLV. Dan
UNLV.
Mullen's got it rolling, man. It's going
I
to be a
I
good audition for the Ole Miss job.
I like Dan Mullen. I think he's a good head coach. I mean, he just wasn't right for the recruiting era, but he's good for NIL in my opinion.
Great.
I think he's the better coach in the matchup. I'm gonna go with UNLV. All right, next game, Georgia versus Alabama in the SEC title. Rematch time. We need to before we start going off on our own bullshit, we let Josh and John talk about a little bit about what they think, a little more neutral perspective uh, about this game.
John, you go.
All right. I don't believe in Alabama, and I'm picking Georgia for that reason. it
Okay.
I fucking hate that every year the SEC conference title is the two teams I hate the most out of anyone in the entire goddamn country. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't even really have like a great analysis for this other than that I don't believe in Alabama. They barely beat Auburn. Like fuck.
We barely beat Auburn.
That's true, but that was longer ago, so I don't remember it as well.
I don't know. I as soon as John started talking, I'm like, oh yeah, I am the least biased person here.
Right.
uh, what round is this? Round
Two.
nine?
Well, yeah. If you want to go back, yeah, this is like round 10.
10 or
If
11.
we're
Yeah.
for out of all postseason games, it's what round like 4 or 5, not counting regular season.
Yeah, yeah.
And all the
You
regular season ones felt like postseason games,
Yeah.
but
Right. They were pre CFP. So they essentially were. Yeah. Like it was
I just
regular season.
I don't know. This whole ordeal sucks. And I think this is the matchup that it should be. I do like that these are the two teams that are playing in the SEC like championship. That means something. Like even as many times as they've played before, like I know like Vasishta mentioned, like I want to be in the SEC championship. I want to beat Bama. It still means something to these poor fools over here. And I don't know. That's all I can ask for at this point in this point in history of college football, that there's like a rivalry that still means something now. So I'll go with Alabama until proven otherwise, and that's that. All right, y'all have fun.
No, you go, you go. You let it go.
Okay. I definitely got Alabama in this one. I have no reason to pick Georgia. I don't see like I'm looking through UGA Twitter, I'm looking at the forums, and most people agree, but there is a small contingent of UGA fans who are like, "You're forgetting we beat them in the national championship game," and it's like that's one of like what 11, 10. Uh, I just like crunched the numbers. I'm looking at like the third down stats, and neither team is like that much far ahead in like third down passing defense, third and short, third and medium, third and long. Like I even saw a stat that's like like on third down rushing defense, UGA defending third and 7 to 9. We've only faced that situation 8 times and one conversion. Anecdotally, that one conversion is on the first drive of the Bama game this year. Ty Simpson scrambles a 10-yard run on 3rd and 8. And and again, it's insane because it's not even like we were particularly that insanely bad on third down, but in this game, it gets the game script out of whack. We go, yeah, 3 and out, first drive, Bama touchdown. 3 and out, second drive, Bama touchdown. Game scripts out of whack. You're gonna crab up, clam up, and that's usually how it goes. But yeah, no, we haven't really. Georgia hasn't really given anyone reason to believe they'll take this game. And when you lose Drew Bobo, who have been coming along nicely, I think that's been the biggest bright spot for the team this season is the offensive line. Like there was a lot of questions about Stacey Searles going into the year, and he's acquitted himself pretty nicely. Like and in some big moments, Mike Bobo has done well, but I think when I look closer at it, uh, at the big games that Gunner's had, like there's been moments where like he'll get a great deep shot downfield. I'll look, see the DB just fell or something like that. Like I don't think it's that like, and it's a great like you made the play. Like I can't take that away from you, but I do. And then this is anecdotal. I'm looking at the Auburn Alabama game, and I just remember conversions where Ty Simpson's just standing in the pocket, getting smacked in the face, and makes a throw over the middle. And I can just see that. I can just see us giving up those types of conversions so many times because I've seen it for most of the year. But the one thing that does give me optimism, and this has been a common theme with Kirby Smart defenses: 8 sacks in the first 8 games, 9 sacks in the last 4 games. Like the defenses come on, and I think if we can get those sacks on early downs to stay out of those third and manageable situations, and keep the game script in our favor. That's the one pathway to victory. But hey, the injuries, man. I don't know the attrition, the mental block. I'll believe it when I see it.
Just really quick, I think it's so funny that anytime a Georgia fan has to say anything positive about Mike Bobo, it's like pulling teeth. It's hilarious.
I've come to accept that he's the right guy for the job. Like he can recruit the area. He's recruited the area for decades. We don't have to worry about him running off and getting a head coaching job somewhere. Like that's I've come to terms with it. I'm literally just the Alonzo Mourning gift where he's just like coming to terms with it. Like that's just me with Mike Bobo and Stacey Searles because like the explosive run game is back this year. Like I looked I looked into like every matchup so far, and I think Chauncey Bowens this year was the first UGA running back to go for over 100 against Bama in a game or in rushing yards. And it's just even in the national championship, I think well, the international championship they won, they didn't even get. I think James Cook had it total. He may have got it like scrimmage yards, but 2018 national championship, Sony got close. But yeah, nope. The one time we've got a 100-yard rusher against them and still lost. Like still never felt in control of the game. You would never guess that it was like dictating the pace of the game at all. So yeah, man, I'll believe it when I see it. Like
Yeah, I picked Bama the first matchup. I'll pick us this matchup. I don't feel negatively at all, so I'm surprised. I'm like, well, actually, I think we're playing much better. I think they're playing worse.
yeah,
The big problem with us was we weren't really generating a pass rush. That held true in the first game. That issue is seemingly resolved. I've liked Bobo this season, and I was not a Bobo guy last season. I think he's done a great job. The receivers are much better, much better. Run game has come along. Nate Frazier's playing well. I think the Georgia Tech game was sloppy, but I don't think we. I think we went into a shell on offense because we didn't. After that interception by Stockton, I think we just tried to sit on the ball essentially.
yeah,
No, I think we can win this game. We lost by 3 last time. We're one missed block to Cash Jones walking into the end zone. We fumbled the ball. We had a couple of penalties. I mean, all of those were addressable mistakes in my view. So yeah, I'll go with Georgia. And I feel good about it. I wanted this matchup. I'm not a traumatized Georgia fan. I wanted to play Alabama. I wanted Alabama in the SEC title. I want to beat them. I want to beat them in the SEC title specifically.
yeah.
I think we're playing the best in the country. I would pick us against Ohio State. I'd pick us. I am very confident right now about the way we're playing. So, but yes, no Drew Bobo is a problem. I don't know how serious his injury was. When he left the Tech game.
They're saying it could be. They're saying it's probably the rest of the season.
Damn.
Yeah, like that's what I'm seeing reporting with on 3.
But yeah, either way, I think Oklahoma, Auburn, even Missouri played this Bama team pretty damn well. Yeah, there's there's a path. There's a path for sure. I think they have the better quarterback in the game though, with
Mm.
Ty Simpson. Because I said Ty Simpson was the best
Oh,
QB in the SEC. I still think that's true. Um, so that's
right.
my pick.
Yeah, I think Gunner runs more than Ty Simpson, but Simpsons might be the better functional athlete at quarterback. Like I just yeah, like I don't know what Gunner still seems a little uncomfortable sometimes, but I think that he'll look better this time around just for because he's seen this defense already. But yeah, no, I on paper I see a very like manageable path. I don't think it's like a like 1 in 53 million or whatever from Infinity War. I don't think it's that kind of deal. But yeah,
Drew
no,
Bobo has to get
really,
hurt for us to win this game.
yeah, right, yeah. Right. We had to sacrifice Drew Bobo to finally bury the Horcruxes.
Sure, sure.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Drew Bobo, the sacrificial son. He died for Georgia fans' sins. That's incredible.
One
Yeah.
awesome.
question for the
Sure.
matchups in this game. Uh, the pass rush has been better, but has the secondary improved? Because I was Isaiah Horton that just had like a hat trick against Auburn. It seemed like they had to do everything with him,
Right.
so that's concerning.
Yeah, well,
But
Ryan Williams was like iced out, but I don't know what was going on there. Auburn may have just bracketed the shit out of him,
He
but
sucks. That's
I
the
think
only thing.
I think the biggest thing is just
You know
like
he's only 18.
it's true.
I think if we could like if the amount of the yak like missed tackles yak if we get a hand on Ty Simpson in the backfield, do you bring him down or does it turn into a 6 yard gain? Like that's the margin I believe is made at that line.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, on your note, the secondary, I think the secondary has probably played the same all season. It's just how much they're being asked to do based off the pass rush, which has come around. So, that issue seems to have resolved itself. But we will see next week. I'm gonna cut it off here, but we'll see. Fingers crossed.